because we thought meanwhile we will use the time for bringing about more awareness among the public, among all the stakeholders, including people using various forms of transport. It is never the intention of the government to fine heavily any individual for breaking the law or for breaking the traffic rules. But it was the central government in its wisdom which thought that if we are going to reduce the number of fatalities on the road, reduce the accidents and bring about a strict discipline, then we have to change certain things which were very, very old. Even the fines were old fines levied at very low rates. So it was not serving as a deterrent at all to any member of the public or the people driving any vehicle. So as against that background, Goa, as peculiar that it is sometimes to respond to different laws, we were somehow delaying the implementation because we did not want to the public to feel that there is a government out to hurt them. First, it was the bad condition of the roads which sort of enabled or we felt bad that roads were bad, so it will not be proper to implement it immediately. Then came the pandemic. Even though the pandemic is not over, as you know, it is the life also which is important as well as the livelihood. That's how you have things running also. As against that background, I want to specifically mention here that there was a committee or safety committee of the appointed by the central government, which comprised of justices of Supreme Court or High Court level. Those senior people are members of the Safety Council. When they came to Goa, they said everything is going right in Goa. You have done fairly well, in fact very well in almost all parameters that you have as far as the implementation of various laws and the way the transportation system runs in Goa. While complimenting us, they pulled us up for one thing. They said, for road safety, you are compromising the safety of an ordinary individual, a motorist, whatever mode of transport you may be using. You are risking the life of pedestrians on the road because there is no discipline. And if you are going to enforce the discipline on the road, then please, at the earliest possible, implement it. Goa should not be found lacking. You know, we have no choice but to implement the new Motor Vehicle Act. It is mandatory, it is compulsory. We are not a banana republic. And I was surprised after it has been notified, after it appeared in the press. Honorable Leader of the Opposition, Digambar Kamath, particularly I am citing, made comments that this government only believes in hurting the people, has increased the fine to a big extent. I want to mention here which this presentation will prove to you. This presentation will prove to you that we have kept the minimum of fine, minimum of minimum. Suppose the state has the leverage of imposing a fine from 500 to 2,000 or 3,000. We have kept it at the bare minimum, that is 500. Somewhere else it is 1,000, where you can go up till 10,000, we have kept it at 1,000. It is not the intention of this government to pinch anybody's pocket just for sake of pinching or to look at the revenue that will come. We are not looking at the revenue at all. We are only implementing a central law. We are trying to bring about discipline on the road, and we are doing what is mandatory. Being a federating state in a federal structure, you are supposed to follow the central law. I am very sad that a person who was the chief minister of this state, just because he is leader of the opposition, wants to somehow score brownie points against the government, citing the implementation of the new Motor Vehicle Act in terms of only the increase in the quantum of fines to say that we are against the people. In fact, if we were against the people, we would have never delayed the implementation. We delayed the implementation because we care for the people of Goa. When we were not able to give them good roads, when there was excessive rain, we had delayed this whole thing. You must remember that. During the pandemic also, obviously it was not right on our part when there was a lockdown, and during that period, just because the law says so that we have to implement, we delayed as much as possible. And therefore, today, what is already notified to be implemented on 16th of April, in order that we give some time to the public to adjust, bring more and more awareness, I am instructing all my ADTs in different locations in Goa, in their respective jurisdiction, they should have some program where they invite the public. Similar presentation is to be made to the members of the public. They can even go to whichever institution is open. I don't know because of pandemic which institution is open per se to that extent, but wherever possible where public is meeting, they have to go and explain to the public so that it does not come as a surprise. I think by now people are fairly aware of the new Motor Vehicle Act, and I think now we should proceed with the presentation, so you also know, so that in turn you are also able to educate the public as far as the new Motor Vehicle Act is concerned. I think Jack, you can go ahead. After seeing that, after seeing the presentation, then you can shoot your questions if you have any.
Respected Honorable Minister for Transport, my Director, my Deputy Director Accounts, my Deputy Director, all my colleagues, Assistant Directors, and my dear members of the press. A very warm welcome for you for this brief presentation about the new Motor Vehicle Act amendment. In fact, as you can see in the slides, actually the Motor Vehicle Act came into existence in 1989. And there have been many minor amendments to this act. But 2019 has got a major amendment, and this is to bring the change due to the technological upgradation and the road transporting besides the passenger freight and vehicle management. This act basically seems to address the problem of road safety, and that is the major focus of the government about road safety, because ultimately if we adhere to the road safety, definitely we can reduce the number of accidents. And as you are aware, India is a signatory to the Brazilian Declaration, where we have committed that we will work towards reduction of road accidents. And this amendment, in fact, is in the right direction to reduce the number of accidents and ultimately the fatalities. Well, we are all aware that there is a steep hike in the fines, but the fines are not to be imposed on those who are obeying the laws or obeying the rules. It is only to create a deterrent. And unless there is a deterrent, nobody would adhere the signages or the rules of the road. The present fines which the law enforcing agencies are using or enforcing was notified in the year 1990, and we are almost 30 years down the line. Actually, a new generation as such, and there was a dire need actually to increase the fine, because 100 rupees fine was too less if you consider the inflation which is going on in the country. And ultimately, the purpose of this fine is to, as I told you, create a deterrent and reduce the accidents. The new fine is within the range of 500 to 1 lakh. The maximum fine in this new Motor Vehicle Act is 1 lakh and the minimum is 500. There are 3 provisions in this act which, if you violate, it will lead to suspension of your driving licenses. And the 3 sections are 194C. If you carry more than 1 billion rider, your license will be suspended. Similarly, under section 194D, if you are not wearing a helmet, you will be fined 1,000 rupees. I will explain to you the fines. Besides that, your license will be suspended for 3 months. And the third is section 183, that is exceeding the speed limit or over speeding. But here I want to specify it is not a first offense where your license will be suspended. It is only during the second offense your license will be suspended if it is a repeated offense by the same offender. This Motor Vehicle Act amendment of 2019 came into existence and force actually from August 2019, and the department since then has been implementing the new Motor Vehicle Act, except for one section, that is the compounding of offences, that is section 201. Only this section was actually not implemented. Otherwise, all the other sections which were amended in 2019 has been already enforced, including the new fees, the new guidelines for renewal of license, the new driving test guidelines, everything has been followed. Similarly, just to make you aware, all this time from 2019 or August 19 onwards, the cases which we were charge sheeting in the court of law have been imposed the new fines. Only thing, the compounding was remaining, and that will be enforced by this new notification from 1st of May. And this is new notification which has been already published. And just to give a comparison, the old notification which was there for the fine, there was a difference in classes like two-wheelers, LMV and heavy vehicles. There were different fines for different class of vehicles. But the new act and the new amendment for these fines, there is no class differentiation. There is only first offense and second offense. So the previous fines which was there for two-wheelers, four-wheelers, taxis, heavy vehicles, there was a different class of fines. That has been clubbed into section first offense and second offense. And now specifically there are three schedules in this notification: Schedule A, Schedule B and Schedule C. And there are different officers ranked who are authorized to compound under these different notifications. There is a Schedule A, by which the Assistant Directors of Transport and officers above the rank of Assistant Director of Transport are authorized to compound this section. And there are only three sections in this. And this is basically regarding the conformity of the manufacturer's norms. They have to adhere to the certain guidelines laid down in Chapter 7 of the Act, where the vehicle has to be manufactured according to the prototype. If they violate that, then these fines are to be imposed by the Assistant Director. And here the fine limit, as I mentioned to you, is up to 1 lakh. So these are the three sections which the Assistant Director of Transport is authorized to compound, and these are the offences. Basically, I did not go into the details of that. If you want, we will supply to you the copies. It is regarding the manufacturer and the dealer trying to sell the altered vehicle. It becomes an offence. Similarly, under 82B, 182B, it is regarding an oversized vehicle being issued a fitness certificate or being registered. So this is the Schedule B. In Schedule B, there are around 37 sections, and Schedule B is exclusively to be compounded by the officers of the Transport Department. That is, from the Assistant Inspector to the Assistant Director and above. It may go even to the Deputy Director. And these are the sections, that is sections which are there. This is a general provision for punishment offence. That is a minimum fine of 500 rupees, maybe for no parking, for non-production of the documents. And the section 178 regarding, it is most of the sections 1, 2, 3, all the 7 sections are regarding the ticketless travel. If you are refusing ticket, if the conductor doesn't give you a ticket or you are traveling without a ticket, it is actually relating to that. Most of this 178 sections. Failure to refuse or refusal of a ticket, supplying of an invalid ticket, does not carry a ticket, that will actually invite you for a fine of 500 rupees. Besides this, there is section 178(3), where this is only one exception is there in this, where the refusal of the permit holder to adhere to the conditions, there he will be fined 50 rupees. So these are the other sections. 179 is disobedience and giving false information. The fine is 2000 rupees, and the second offence also is the same thing, it is 2000. So the most important section here is section 180 and 181, it is driving without a license. The fine which was, minimum fine which was 950 rupees has gone up to 10,000 rupees. You can see here 180 and 181. This is for the owner of the vehicle and the rider of the vehicle or the driver of the vehicle. 5,000 for the owner and 5,000 for the rider or the driver, whoever it is. So the minimum fine for driving without a license is 10,000. Similarly, section 182, it is for a person obtaining a license in spite of being disqualified. Maybe his license is suspended and still he has not disclosed it, so he is liable for a fine of 10,000 rupees. Similarly, acting as a conductor without being authorized is also punishable by a fine of 10,000 rupees. Similarly, if somebody alters a vehicle, every alteration will be fined if detected 5,000 rupees. This is regarding the speed limit, section 183. As you have seen here, the previous fine was 400, but now it is divided into two classes, that is LMV, light vehicles, and vehicles over other than LMV. It is from 1,500 to 4,000 rupees. But initially, the license is to be suspended for the first offence itself, but now only for the second or the repeated offence your license will be suspended depending on the intensity or the speed which the licensing authority will decide as he hears the case. But the minimum suspension period will be not less than 3 months. Similarly, section 186, it is if a person is having some disease, in spite of that he is driving, then also you can be fined. And section 189 is regarding any vehicle used for racing, drag race or something like that, then also you will be fined for 5,000 rupees, and the second offence is 10,000, repeated offence. Section 192 is regarding the violation of the safety and the noise and air pollution standards. Like without a PUC certificate, the fine will be 10,000 rupees because you are violating the air standards or the pollution standards. 192 is the provision of registration violations, where the fine will be ranging from 2,000 to 5,000 depending on the class of vehicle. 192 similarly is suspension of the fitness certificate, maybe without a permit. If you are driving for different classes of vehicle, there is a different fine. Similarly, driving a vehicle without a fitness certificate, different classes of vehicle, different fine. Similarly, section 192A is using a vehicle without a permit. There, the fine will be 10,000 rupees. 194.1 is driving a vehicle or using a vehicle exceeding the weight limit. The fine is 20,000 rupees here. And if the driver of the vehicle refuses to take the vehicle to the weighing bridge as directed by the officers on duty, then the fine will be 40,000 rupees. You can see here 192.2, refusal to stop or submit a vehicle for weighing, 40,000 rupees. So every passenger, excess passenger which is carried in the vehicle, the driver or the owner will be fined 200 rupees for every excess passengers. Now, wearing a seat belt is very important. Before amendment of this act, it was only the driver who used to wear the seat belt. Now it is the duty of the driver of every vehicle to ensure that all the occupants in the car are wearing a seat belt. The driver of the vehicle is duty bound to ensure the occupants of the vehicle are wearing the seat belt, and the fine for that not wearing a seat belt is 1,000 rupees. Similarly, a two-wheeler rider having more than one pillion rider will be fined 1,000 rupees and will be disqualified from driving the vehicle for 3 months. Now this is the major section which is being violated, that is 194D. not wearing a helmet. So now there is double penalty for this. The fine will be 1,000 rupees plus the rider will be disqualified for holding a license for a minimum period of 3 months. Section 194E, that is not allowing emergency vehicle or blocking the way of the emergency vehicle. We are duty bound actually every road user to make safe passage for the emergency vehicle to attend to that emergency. Maybe accident victim or maybe some fire accident or maybe any other emergency. So we are duty bound to make way for this emergency vehicle. If you are caught blocking any vehicle, emergency vehicle movement, then the fine will be 10,000 rupees. You must be all aware that in Goa, most of the people they use the horn unnecessarily, excessive use of horn. So there also there is a new provision which is come under 194F. Whether a rider or the road or the driver will be fined 1,000 rupees for using or sounding the horn needlessly or continuously more than necessary for the safety. Then 196 is using a vehicle without insurance. The fine is 2,000 rupees. So all this section, 37 section which I explained to you, this is exclusively to be compounded by the officers of the transport department. Now section C is exclusively for the police department. Authorized officers to compound the offences under the section is not below the rank of assistant sub-inspector. All the officers above the rank of assistant sub-inspector, that is sub-inspector, inspector, DYSP and above, are authorized to compound. And there are 17 sections in this. Most of them are repeated offences, which I explained earlier. Only thing few sections like the overloading of the vehicles, the permit section, they are not authorized under the Act. That is the reason there are 3 different schedules as authorized by the Motor Vehicle Act. I hope friends, you have understood this, and I look forward that you will take our message, the correct message to the public, because you are the torch bearers. The fine is to be imposed only on those who are violating. If you are not violating any law, any rule, you will not be fined. So the message should go to the public that this fine is only to deter. You obey the traffic rules, you will not be fined. So it doesn't matter whether the fine is 100 rupees or 10,000 rupees. You obey the rules, you are going free. So friends, I thank you all, and I hope you will take this message. Thank you all. And now you can put up your questions to the Honorable Minister. Do you have any questions? You can please say away.
I wanted to ask you, you said the section B has 37, schedule B has 37 sections, right? And the authority to issue fines are assistant motor vehicle 10 above. Can traffic police also issue these fines under schedule B?
Schedule C is for the police.
Which are the sections? Are they same?
Yeah, they are repeated offences. Most of them are repeated offences.
Repeated.
Yeah, they can also do this. With the exception of few, like 192, 194, the others.
Now his question is different between Schedule B and Schedule C.
What is the difference? What is the commonality you are asking?
Only thing, the few sections of section 194 and 192, the police are not authorized to compound.
So there is a provision in one that says that there should be electronic enforcement. So how is still going to ensure that
Provision has been made. It's a gradual process.
speed radar, how to start the overspeeding of vehicle? There is no system.
So first of all, already the police department has given handheld devices. The 400 and all the handheld devices are there. So therefore, we also are adopting that. Already the application has been developed and has are being procured. We also will be starting using, and this data goes directly in the Vahan. So it's linked to your driver license as well as motor vehicle. So there will come to know about the fleet offenders. It will build up the history of the person. So also on the streets there is a provision which was not there, which is being made. So now it's possible to work in that direction, so that there is automation, there is minimal human interface and more of a technology adoption, so that the enforcement will be more effective and transparent also.
So I can understand whatever you all are doing is in the interest of local goans, but don't you think it is too harsh because of this, the fees or the fines that have been put up on high level?
See, as I said earlier, पहिले हांवें सांगिल्लें आसा, आमकां चॉयस ना. हें सेंट्रल एक्ट, सेंट्रल मोटर व्हेकल एक्ट, जे मिनिमम फायन्स तेणी दवरले आसात ते आमी लागू केला. आमी हाय फायन्स दवरना. आतां थोडे कडेन आमकां लिवरेजूच ना. लायक फॉर एक्झाम्पल ड्रंकन ड्रायव्हिंग इज नॉट. There we cannot reduce even if we want. It goes straight to 10,000. The fine is 10,000. There, even the state, none of the states are authorized to keep it lower than 10,000 rupees. So, wherever like helmet or other parking offences, crossing the signal, so wherever they gave us a leverage between 500 to 2,000, we have kept it at only 500.
The other thing is that you all have spoken about everything, but you all have not spoken about, mentioned about tinted glasses in it. Because थोडशे आम्हाला जे ग्लासेस था सगळं काय था कितल्या जणांचे I hope you are aware about it. Assembling देखो आमचे काय tinted glasses मग त्यांका फाईन काय असतलो सगळं आमकाच.
See, there are two things here. There is a permissible level of tint, very light. Okay, all are not those which exceed that. Certainly, we will take action. I'll ask my department to ask them to remove it. Also, impose the fine. You can be sure about it. Law is same for everyone.
Fashionable number plates. Some politicians are using the fashionable number plates, and police are not acting. RTO is also not acting.
No. See, I think after that high security number plate came, now nobody has the choice to put different number plates. That is an offence. We will book them for those offences. Let it be anybody.
What happens to, say suppose I have a problem with my neck and in those days I am not able to wear a helmet. So should I produce a certificate or what to do? Because I had a neck problem. तुमच्या ट्रॅफिक पोलिसांक हांवें सांगलें तरी पूण ते आयकून आलें. ताला दिवन जाता दिलोच.
There is no provision to give relaxation.
समज तुम्हाला नेक प्रॉब्लम ते घालून आमी जोड करतो. No, I'm just asking you because I have a problem.
It's a central motor vehicle.
So, but what happens if I have a problem and doctor has advised me?
That will be the rarer of rare cases.
Yeah.
That you will have such a problem. Other, if we make an exception like that, everybody will have a doctor who is a friend will get a certificate. Then what happens? Then you don't implement the law.
सिटी एरियानी पुलीस खूबशे ताला दितात. ग्रामीण जे भाग आसात गांवांत ट्रिबल सीट थंय ठरलेली आसात. त्यावर पायलट सुद्दां थंय ट्रिबल सीट बरोबर तांकां थंय कोण ताला करपाक नासता. हांगा सगळ्या वळतांनी कितले पणजे सारके कडेन 100 मिटराचेर पुलीस आसता. गांवांचे कितें त्या सायडीन सदांच हे जाता ट्रिबल सीट चलयता.
तशें ते पळोवपाक गेल्यार एनी लॉ इन द एंटायर कंट्री वीच इज इम्प्लिमेंटेड तूं पळयतलो गोंयांत सगळ्यां बेस्ट इम्प्लिमेंटेशन जाता. बिकॉज देर इज दॅट मच ऑफ मिशनरी. Goa is very small, that much of government offices are available, the infrastructure is there. Kedyani, older state are thinking, there is no law because nobody ever reaches there. It's just impossible. So there are such examples. तुम्ही म्हणटा गांवान एकदा ते तितीक जाण वयता फायन मारना. एकदा गांवान ट्रान्सपोर्टूय आसना आनी जे पर्यंत आमचे लोक थिंगा ना हांव समजता ते बरें जाल्यार यू हॅव टू फॉलो द लॉ. You have to follow the law. So I can understand गावांत थोडे कडेन पावना ते. But ultimately, as law-abiding citizens of this country, आमकां आयकचेच पडटा न्ही. कायदो पालन करचेच पडटा.
सो हे थोडे जे कायदे आसात तुमचे ते तुम्ही सांगला वरिष्ठ अधिकारी आसा ते तेंचे कारण आता जे बोलता म्हणजे कॉन्स्टेबल रावता साधे पुलीस मागीर ते थोड्याकूच दितले काय अमके बाबा कायदे आसा हो तूं हे केला तो दिवचे नाका
ना एक आम्ही व्हेरी कॉन्शियस डिसिजन घेयला एक हे न्यू लॉ येयले न्यू फायन्स येयले न्यू मोटर व्हेकल्स एक्ट येयले म्हणून लोकां अशें ना दिसपा खातीर हांवें सीएमाकूय सांगलां म्हाज्या डिपार्टमेंटाकूय हांवें इन्स्ट्रक्शन दिलां आनी आतां हिंगासरूय इन्स्ट्रक्शन दिता इनिशियली डोंट बी हार्श let at least 3 months pass, let people get used to the new law. In fact, they should, though I am taking a period from today to the end of this month until the 1st of May for implementation, I will go further. 18 महीने we have to be little lax in implementing it so that people get used to it. Don't give it to them as a shock. Because also having consideration for one thing, that we are still in the pandemic period. People have to be more careful during the pandemic period. Suddenly they have to rush to hospital. Then not going to helmet now like hospital agela. So I would request my officers as well as the police to be a little more humane while implementing the new Motor Vehicle Act, at least for a period of 3 months.
So what happens to an accident which take place because of bad conditions of road? So food ताका त्रास होता कोण कॉन्ट्रॅक्टर रोड सांगून ताका बटर
No, you can't link bad condition of road or
No,
contractor who does a bad road to the Motor Vehicle Act. It's
because you
ridiculous.
can see the roads condition of the roads in the
I
state.
think, in Goa we have far better roads than anywhere else in the country.
I wanted one more.
स्टॅटिस्टिक्स कितली वायलेशन्स कशी कारवाई जाल्या कसल्या प्रकारचे जास्त वायलेशन्स
Keep on focusing. I don't have offhand.
दुसरे मुद्दम हांगा म्हाजे कडेन ऑर्डर आसा लास्ट टायम इट वॉज वायडली वायरल जाल्लो विडियो जॉनी लोबो म्हणतो ही had blocked the ambulance and he was kept on blocking the ambulance so much so patient could not reach the hospital. So तेजी ऑर्डर पास केला आता because we have to follow the law, we have to take the hearing procedure and my ADT has passed the order and Master Jolly Carvalho is not eligible to be granted a driving license under Section 9 or a learner license under Section 8 until such juvenile has attained age of 25 years. So he'll have to wait till age of 25 to get a license for his immaturity, by which he blocked ambulance going. So if I see an example before the public are there, then there will be more discipline on the road. He was a minor. He committed this offense. But now he'll have to wait till 25 once we have passed this order.
दोन्ही कारण
Last time all this was the paper and press. You all said and asked what action department is taking. At that time I had said we will go as per the law and as per the procedure.
Sir, any rule on this? We also spoke about fitness of buses and all vehicles, heavy vehicles. What happens to those condition of buses of KTC and all? Oh, and दूसरे buses. In a condition that they are not in a proper condition. तरी पण चलयता.
In terms of road safety, whatever fitness they have to have, that is ensured. But the appearance and looks, there are issues, and they have actually made a phased out scrapping plan. So that will be implemented.
पण present किती आलं once it is implemented, समजतं तुमचं किती सापडलं जाईल.
That scrapping policy is coming into play now. So now all states and all authorities will be forced to expedite the process of
KTC buses, some of these which are in total bad condition will be scrapped, sir.
It has to be done phased.
It is a central law which is coming. More than 15 years old vehicles will have to be scrapped. Now they have representations have been made from all over the country to extend that a little more because ours is a poor country, we can't afford this. So it is up to the central government to take a call. I cannot answer it. We'll have to follow whatever law they pass.
No, but government has a replacement of both.
Replacement, yeah.
How many years?
That scheme is
After 15 years.
that scheme we are restructuring now. It will be more simplified with better incentive for the bus owner to come in this scheme. It will be launched.
Another thing is, I want to, now that you are here, very shortly, maybe in 2 weeks' time, installation of meters. In 2 weeks' time, the installation of digital meters for the taxi will start. And तुमका खबर आसा आमी डिसिजन घेयल्लें कॅबिनेटीन की हे डिजिटल मिटर जे बसयतले for the first 6 months, government will be bearing the cost. Because of the pandemic, the situation that the taxi vehicles went through, various other problems, no tourists were coming. Understanding all that, government in the first place, याद करता, आम्ही त्यांना tax त्या period exempt केले. Penalty what has to be paid for not paying the tax, they exempt केले. And आता आम्ही meter सुद्धा ते बसवले ते for the first 6 months, by which I expect all taxi operators to install the meters. They will have to install these meters. The second thing is the STA also we will be meeting shortly, because they have to revise the rates of the taxi people. They were last revised, I think, if I am not 2014 or something. And they उपरांत revises करून ना, even दुसऱ्या स्टेटीने revise केला. We know they are suffering because of the steep increase in fuel prices. We have regard to that. So while we will be installing the meters, which will start in a fortnight, at that point of time, by that time the new rates also will be announced, will be fixed and intimated to them. And now taxi wala sangta, this is a sympathetic government. We have always understood their wars. Unnecessarily, they should not make issues which will only compound the problem instead of simplifying and solving the problem. As far as aggregators are concerned, you know, in the whole country, wherever you go, there is Ola, there is Uber, there are aggregators, there is a app-based taxi. In Goa, because of, again I say, the peculiarity of Goa that is there, we did not allow either Uber or Ola to come. But in its wisdom at that point of time, the tourism department came with Goa Miles. Now as far as Goa Miles is concerned, I just had a meeting with the Chief Secretary, with my Transport Secretary, with the Tourism Secretary, and I said, business of transportation, business of taxi running, elevating their problems or solving their problems is the duty of Transport Department. The tourism counter, which was being operated not as per rules by Goa Miles, as well as which is at the moment in the possession of taxi fellows, all these counters have to be handed to the Transport Department. So the procedure is, the tourism department, which has been occupying other than their own counter, will have to hand it back to the airport authority, as has been decided at the meeting. They will hand it over back to the Transport Department. Then the government will streamline the entire running of taxis at the airport in a manner it will be satisfactorily accepted by all stakeholders who are in the taxi trade. But demands like scrap Goa Miles, and unless we will not come for talks, unless you scrap Goa Miles, this type of language will neither help the taxi people, neither it will help their cause. I want to caution them. This is a sympathetic government. It has heard you before. It has readdressed most of your grievances, including not paying the taxis or the penalties, and now you are getting a free meter also, install a digital meter, which is mandated by the High Court. You have no choice. Rather, because of the back-end services that are being provided by NIC, because of the technicalities involved, it got slightly delayed. In fact, to an extent, we were also in contempt because court wanted to be installed much earlier. But now we are on the road to installation of the meters. As I said, within a fortnight, this entire thing will start. But before the installation, within a week's time, I will also be calling all the taxi unions, all the taxi stakeholders who matter, taking their viewpoint before affecting the hike in the fares, as well as before the installation of the meter. Then also taking them into confidence once these particular counters are handed over to us. how to streamline the entire running operation at the airport. We went further, even discussing further parking facilities which should be provided to the transporters, particularly the taxi people at the airport, at the meeting just concluded. So it's not that we are not seized of the transportation problems or the taxi people's problem as is made out to be. It is only that today, normally people used to be in a election mode 6 months prior to any general election. To now, even 1 year, much earlier than 1 year, people are already in that aggressive election mode. Any small issue, they just try to make a mountain out of a molehill. So, in fact, such things one should refrain from doing such thing. It does not help anybody, and there is a long time that is still there. So, I think the energy by that time will be exhausted. Because see, you see today only, we are implementing Motor Vehicle Act. Such a this person who has been a former chief minister, just because he is in the opposition, you are out to punish the citizens of Goa. This government is anti-people. What connection that has got? Are we a banana republic? Can Goa adopt its own law? He should answer this question. If he was the transport minister or the chief minister, perhaps, would he not have followed what the central laws have been passed? He would have implemented it much earlier. I took the risk upon myself. I understood the feelings of our Goans and our motorists, and especially those who go on two-wheelers. How many people represented to me? See the condition of the road. We are going through a pandemic. Please don't implement. I took the risk of not implementing until a Supreme Court mandated committee, that also comprising some Supreme Court judge on that and other judges, they compelled us to implement it. We have to go by the law. We have to be part, we are part of the federating structure. We have to follow Indian laws, which laws will follow. And that is समजून घेवपाचें. कितें politics अशें चलपाना.
So counter तुमकां handover केलें तें?
अजून कळना.
ओके, दिनपारा डेप्युटी सीएमान सांगलें आपणे सगळ्यांक दिलें म्हण ट्रान्सपोर्ट डिपार्टमेंट रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी.
अजून दिल ना. आतांच तुका सांगला हांगा येच्या आदी CS आनी ट्रान्सपोर्ट सेक्रेटरी बाकी टुरिझम सेक्रेटरी सगळ्यां कडेन मिटींग घेवन आतां हँडओवर करतले. तेणी because they have to pay the charges to the airport authority of holding the counter for so long, 1.5 crores, 1 crore 54 lakhs has to be paid. After they pay, they have to hand over the counter back to them. Then they will hand over to us. Only then I can initiate all my things. In fact, my implementation is getting a slight delay because of that. But I will see that it happens at the.
What happens to if the taxi owners still stuck to their demand, saying that you agree? Thanks.
We will deal with it according to the law. Nobody can take law in their hand, and one thing they should realize: nobody can dictate to the government what is to be done, and cancel so and so service, cancel so and so. You cannot dictate. We have been very practical. We have been very much forthcoming and accommodating. In which part of the country there is no Uber, no Ola or other aggregators? Goa, because it is peculiar, आम्ही त्यांचे ऐकले आणि एक आहात तेकाय ते काढून दोरयान मारतात. आता एअरपोर्टात ते सॉलिसिट करतात कस्टमर, ते आम्ही सांगला आम्ही बंद करता. तुम्ही एग्रीगेटर म्हणल्यार फर्स्ट प्लेस यू शुड नॉट हॅव अ ऑफिस एट द एअरपोर्ट. ते आम्ही काढटले. वी हॅव डिसायडेड, आय हॅव डिसायडेड एज द गव्हर्नमेंट, यू कॅनॉट बी लाईक अ ऑर्डिनरी टॅक्सी ऑपरेटर. But more than that, to say throw them out in the sea, I don't think this is an impractical demand, and you cannot hold a gun to our head and say you do that, otherwise we are not coming, otherwise we will not do that, otherwise we will block the road. This is not the behavior I expect of these taxi union leaders, because they have to be more responsible.
Any action on that?
Because they are the real ambassadors of the tourism industry. पहिले आता लोक टॅक्सीन बसतात. सो तेणी मातशें काळजी घेवन आपली जबाबदारी सारकी समजून घेवपाक जाय. कांयच्या काय उलयले, कांयच्या काय केले आनी ड्रामा केले म्हणून दिस इज नॉट ड्रामा, दिस इज सिरियस बिजनेस.
मिनिस्टर, आनी एक इश्यू आसा. गोंयच्या रस्त्याचेर आमी पोंडिचेरी पासिंग, झारखंड पासिंग गाडयो करता, व्हडल्यो टॉर्च. सो ते बंद जातले.
In fact, they are examining that because especially on luxury cars, tax आमी मातशें चड हाय दवरलेलो आहा. म्हणून सगळ्यो रजिस्ट्रेशन थिंगा वयता. सो ते मातशें कमी करपाक आमी चिंतला. वी विल बी डुईंग इट सून, सेंडिंग ए प्रपोजल.
प्रोसेस चालू आहे.
ना
तो चालू आहे प्रोसेस.
प्रोसेस चालू आसा. ते करतले.
आपल्या भाड्याचे कितें जाता तेंच्यांनी काल लॉन्च केलें गोंयांत आपण येता म्हणटा.
कोण?
तुमच्या कडल्यान परवानगी बी घेतला आपणा भाडा टॅक्सी
ना कोणें परवानगी दिवना घेवना आनी आमी कोणाक दुसऱ्यान दिवपाचेंय ना. एक हांव सांगपाक सोदतां, इतलें सगळें सांगलें आसतना टॅक्सी बिजनस एक अशें बिजनस आहा चडशे मेजॉरिटी आमचे गोंयकार आसा तितून आनी तेका लागून 15 वर्सांचे डॉमिसायल ड्रायव्हर आसपा जाय म्हूण तांकां हें बॅच मेळपाक बॅच कंपल्सरी केला. गोंयकाराची हातीनूच हें उरपा जाय म्हूण. आतां हिंगा कितें जालां, थोडे तांकां बॅच नाका, कोणें मॅनिपुलेट करून बॅच नाका म्हणून सांगलें आनी जेन्ना प्रॉब्लेम निर्माण करून दवरलो तो अजुनूय आमी तेजो परिणाम भोगतात. पूण फुडारा आमी ते जावपाक दिवपाना. गोंयकारा हातीन बिजनस उरचो म्हणून बॅच काडपा खातीर 15 वर्सांचो डॉमिसायल हो रूल उरतलो. आतां हिंगा कितें जालां, catch-22 सिच्युएशन जाला. थोडे ऑपरेटर आहात जे मोठाले गोंयकार ते चोवपाक गेले तेणीच भायले ड्रायव्हर अपॉयंट केला जे तेंकडे बॅच ना. आतां तेंकडे ड्रायव्हर ना ते टॅक्सी चलोवपाक. आनी हांव एक हिंगा गोंयकारांक सांगपाक सोदतां, एकदां आमी खरें गोंयकारांक प्रोटेक्ट करपाक जाय. खरें सादे टॅक्सीवाले आहा पोट भरता तांकां आमी खंयचे परिस्थितीन प्रोटेक्ट करपाक जाय. हिंगा कितें जालां, हिंगा जे तेंचे इंट्रस्ट घेवन फुडें सरता लिडर म्हणून, तुमी चवकशी करा प्रेसा हांव सांगता तेंकडे कितल्यो टॅक्सी आहा ते फायंड आवट करा आनी ते खंयचे गाडयेन भोंवता ते चॅक करा. म्हणजे आनी हे कोणाचे इंट्रस्ट प्रोटेक्ट करता तेय मागीर आमचे नोंदरे लोकांनी हाडलेले आसा. हे भाशेन जाल्यार कशें जातलें काय. आय एम ऑल फॉर प्रोटेक्टींग द पुअर टॅक्सी फेलो. खरें इमानदारीन तो पॅसेंजराक पिकअप करून वयता आनी एक 10 जाणां लागून सगळ्यांचें नांव आख्खे गोंयचेय पिड्डे जाता, टॅक्सीवाल्यांचेय जाता. ते खरें म्हणटा ते खरे ट्रू एम्बेसिडर्स. ते नांव गोंय कितलें बरें उरपाचें तेंच्या हातीन आसता. पूण जे भडकयले तांकां रस्त्यार हाडले, हें बंद कर नाल्यार आमी ट्रान्सपोर्टेशन बंद करता, हें कोण शिकयता. कितल्यो टॅक्सी तेंचे चलता, कितले तेंचे वेवसाय चलता, सगळे 1, 2, 3 मनशांनी लिडरशीप घेवन सगळे ग्रॅब करपाचें अशी परिस्थिती येवपाक जायना. हेंय तेणी लक्षांत दवरपाक जाय. हे आतां टॅक्सीवालेच आमचे नोदरे हाडपाक लागला की आमचे नांवान हे पॉलिटिक्स करता, म्हणजे आमचे नांवान हे इश्यू घेता आनी दे आर होल्डिंग द होल टॅक्सी बिजनस टू रॅन्सम. अशें जावपाक जायना.
तुम्ही स्टडी केलं, डिपार्टमेंट हॅज डन अ स्टडी टू रिस्ट्रिक्ट द लिमिट ऑफ दिस टॅक्सी कंपनी.
I have asked my department to have a taxi audit. They have provided me a preliminary report. Now they will be providing a more detailed report. So खंय प्लगिंग जावपाक जाय, खंयचे आमी दिवपाक शकता आनी दिवप ना, खंय टायटनिंग करपाक जाय, ते तो फूल रिपोर्ट येयले म्हणटच आमी करतले. सद्या रेंट अ कार सुद्दां आमी बंद केलो सद्या. कित्याक उठ सूट बस सगळो टॅक्सीच येता, रस्त्यार येता, पार्किंग खंय आहा. You go to any airport, they are not parking on the road, in the internal road. People can't come out of their houses. हांगा पणजे कशे कसिनो लागून पार्क करता, लोकांक घरांतले भायर सरपाक मेळना. एक तशें आमचे दाबोले जाला, लोकांक घरांतले भायर सरपाक मेळना. भायर 3-4 टॅक्सी तेंचे एंट्रन्स ब्लॉक करता, तेंची स्वताची गाडी भायर काडपाक जाय जाल्यार मेळना. So we have to regulate this. Therefore I said once, that's why I am trying to work out more parking space at the airport, as well as streamline the operation of taxi services by local people at the airport and elsewhere. Yes, we have to look at the issue in totality. एकूच issue चोयलोंक जायना.
So, फाटल्या दिसांनी Benjamin MLA had said that traffic issue where the casino was a major problem for traffic congestion in the city. Since you said about casinos, and casinos creates hindrance for as far as traffic congestion in the city.
No, yeah. You know it very well. You are trying to put words in my mouth. You know what is the reality. But at one function which I had been there, I had very clearly advocated that all the parking that is taking place in the main area near the casino should take place somewhere lower down under the bridge where that place is available. And we should have shuttle services from that place to go to the city and come. Now you get even electrical buses. They should buy some electrical buses. They don't make any pollution. They don't make any noise. So let them shuttle up and down. And then there will be no parking of the type which is taking place. And Panjim can keep, I think Honorable MLA also is working in that direction.
So would you also put your suggestion like this? Or would you talk to them?
I have already spoken to them. That's why I said I openly advocated for it when I was present for the installations of signals.
When you said about hiking of fares, taxi fares, is there a proposal to hike bus fares given the rise in fuel prices?
I am only talking of the taxi fares, but I think even other fares it will be inevitable. But right now there is no proposal from them, and we are considering. In fact, it was announced in the budget. I want to mention here 2 routes: Kanpon to Margao and Ponda to Panjim. These 2 routes, we want to hire buses. Kadamba wants to hire all the private buses and work out some sort of arrangement between private buses and KTC. So what you are seeing today, a scenario, Kadamba buses सगळे रिकामे होता एकदा 2, 3, 4 पॅसेंजर असतात आणि प्रायव्हेट फुल वयता कित्याक मॅनिप्युलेशन टेक्स प्लेस. ही सिनर्जी आमी कंबायन करून टायम टू टायम बस सुटपाची ती परिस्थिती आमी हाडपाक सोदता. तेंच्यो बस हायर करून टायम टू टायम बसीस सुटतल्यो, पॉयंट टू पॉयंट वयतल्यो आनी देर बी नो मॅनिप्युलेशन ऑफ फायट बिटवीन कदंबा एंड द प्रायव्हेट ओनर. Both the associations of this place, we have been having long negotiations. They have agreed more or less. Now we want to practically apply that. We had arrived at some rate per kilometer to be given to them, but as you know, in the intervening period of last 8 months that we were negotiating, fuel prices also have increased. So again, it may need a little more negotiation and finalization. By this, we will be combining the synergies of Kadamba as well as private transportation. आमचे फकत कंडक्टर आसतले ते बसीचे, तेंचे बसीचे मेंटेनन्स, ड्रायव्हर सगळे प्रायव्हेट वाल्यांचे आसतले. सो एटलीस्ट टायम टू टायम बसेस सुटतल्यो आनी रिकाम्यो बसो तुका रस्त्यार दिसपाक. It is not nationalization. It is working the synergies of the private and the public sector. Yeah, the government will be cancelled if they don't install it, because it is mandated by the center, mandated by the state, as well as now there are directions from the High Court to implement it. Why we are not implementing it?
It will be given free of cost. Meters?
Meters, we will be giving it to them free of cost.
Okay.
We have not worked out exactly how much it will cost, but our internal accruals from other schemes which we discontinued and other things, we have allocated something like 34 crores towards this. Almost 34 crores we have allocated. So this is the amount we will be actually spending on the taxi people who say that we don't care for them and that Goenkaranche business आम्ही काढून उडयता. So that is the answer. There are 20,000, more or less 16 to 20,000. There are different categories to my knowledge.
Minister, सध्या गोवा मायल्स एकूण तुम्ही परमिशन दिलं नाही. बाकीचे सगळ्या ते इलिगल अपना भाड्यान किती किती येतात.
See, Goa miles त्यांका परमिशन हांवें पयलीं सांगलो तुका, गोवा टुरिजमान परमिशन दिल्ले, पण आमचे तूं दिले तेन्ना STA कडेन ते आयले आनी हांवें सांगलां तशें तेंच्या सॉलिसीट कस्टमर करपाक जायना. सद्या सॉलिसिटींग जाता. दे आर ऑपरेटिंग जस्ट लायक अ टॅक्सी सर्वीस. This is not an aggregator, how an aggregator has to operate. And what people think, like other bigger states, like Bombay, like Chennai or Delhi, you go, the volume is so large and so big. थिंगा लोक एक टॅक्सी सोडल्यार आपलो दुसरो बसता, हांगा गोंयांत कोण बसतलो. सो एग्रिगेटर कितलेंय जरी तेणी सांगलें जाल्यार ते हांगाच गोंयांत चलपाचें ना. तेणी हें लक्षांत दवरपाक जाय. आमी तरी म्हणलें उबर आमी हाडना, ओला हाडना, कशें? हे आमचे लोकल तरी तेंचे सगळे तेच जावन ते ऑपरेट करपाक लागलेले शक्य आहा.
सो तुमकां दिसना आयज जर दुसऱ्यान कोणी कितें केलें तर तुका जाग्यार घालचें पडटा. आयज दुसऱ्यान कोणी कितें केलें तर तुका जाग्यार घालचें पडटा.
Governance is a continuous process. So continuously I will be putting things in place.
Thank you.
A lot of private taxis are doing the promotion of coffee on their car.
What is it? Sorry?
A lot of private taxis are doing the promotion of the coffee on their car. Do these people take permission from department?
Advertising on their car generally.
People have taken permission, so yeah, that is being checked.
In fact, I am further going to streamline that to fetch more revenue for the government. Even the advertising, which takes place whether on buses, on cars, I am going to streamline it in such a way that we get more revenue for our department.
In the paint of vehicle is a function of it. So you have to find a particular color.
There is a process.
You have to apply for that. You cannot change it. I think
So it will depend on the answer.